Hello and welcome back to the Honey Jam podcast. Today, we're celebrating
What?
8 days until we go home, everybody.
It's the final stretch. It's been a long 3 months and a half,
Yeah.
I might say. Feels like a dream. Like, are we really here in Korea still?
Sure are.
But we're going home soon.
Thank God.
What is the first thing you're going to do when we get home?
Well, usually, get off, picked up at LAX, straight to In-N-Out.
Oh, at 7 in the morning? We're arriving at 7 in the morning.
Maybe not then.
Yeah.
Then I know. We'll go home. I could shave, cut my hair.
Shave that stash that you
Yeah.
have right now? Okay.
And then go to In-N-Out. In the car.
Grab
drive
a quick
in the
lunch.
car. Yeah.
Oh, you want to drive?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I want to take a deep breath of that nice California air.
Uh-huh.
And then, just chill at home a little bit.
Maybe enjoy the backyard.
Unpack. And then get some tacos at night.
Tacos where?
I don't know. Doesn't even matter.
El Torino?
Anything will be better than the garbage we've had here.
You know what I'm going to do when I get home?
Like food-wise or just in general?
In general.
You're going to jump in bed.
Absolutely not. I'm going to unpack and organize all the things that we bought in Japan, in Korea. We shopped quite a lot while we were out here in Asia. So there's a lot to organize. And if you know me, I'm a very organized person.
Organized, but hygiene, dirty.
I don't think I mentioned
Me?
anything about hygiene. I said organized.
Very clean, sometimes a little messy.
Very messy.
Sometimes a little messy.
Socks, pants, underwear on the floor like he's been poofed into
Boogers
air.
picked and just mashed on the wall next to the
Ew,
bed.
I don't mash it on the
Half-eaten
wall.
cookies and crumbs left on the cabinet.
What?
Yeah.
On the cabinet?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm
Don't
organized.
even get me started on your shower habits.
Ladies, David keeps saying that it's an issue that I don't wash my hair every single day. I wash my body every single day. But my hair, sometimes you're just too lazy to dry it.
You know when they say like wash it every other day for health? Doesn't that just mean like soap, shampoo?
Like your
But
hair?
the other days, aren't you still supposed to like wet it?
Your hair?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
It's not healthy to wash your hair every
Okay,
single
yeah.
day.
I mean, fine, whatever. Girls are weird. But here's my problem with that, okay?
Okay.
So, a lot of guys too, but for specifically the ladies who don't shower or who don't wash their hair every day. It's for your hair health, fine.
Yeah.
But those ladies who also hate outside clothes touching their bed, how does that make sense? Because outside hair is definitely a thing.
I don't know.
Like, I mean, obviously it's not going on like public transit seats and stuff, but it still kind of is. You're in there, you're in the subway, you're in the bus, and your hair's touching the pole and brushing by things and soaking up all that poop air.
Ew.
And then you put it on your bed.
Well, if you put it that way, I guess it is gross. But I don't know. It doesn't really cross my mind with the hair. Like my body, my clothes are literally touching the tables, touching the seats.
Yeah.
More contact.
For sure, more contact. But I'm just saying the hair is not clean.
Yeah.
So for people who are like, oh, don't wear outside clothes in bed, but then they go put their outside hair on their pillow, and then my pillow.
Okay, so you're being very specific about one person right now.
Well, yeah, of course, you. Well, that's the only experience I have. I'm just saying other women or even guys who don't wash their hair every day.
Yeah.
But then they're putting their outside head all over the place. It's a little questionable.
But then you're okay with wearing outside clothes in bed?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not. Okay, you're not okay with either.
I'm not like a huge stickler though, like on top of the blankets or whatever.
Yeah, that could be okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, actually, one of our first fights, David and I, when we fought was after getting married, was regarding that.
Yeah, we were living in SF at June's place. Shout out.
Shout out.
And we got home and I just plopped in bed. Not under the blankets, just on top. And then
I was just so grossed out.
She got really upset with me, and I was just a little confused, like because I just saw her leaving trash on top of, like I said, crumbs and stuff on top of the cabinets in SF. Luckily, June, I didn't witness her, booger mashing walls at your house, but after we moved in and came home to our place, for sure, lots of boogers mashed around and left on ledges and stuff.
Oh my God.
So when she's doing that and then she gets upset at me for, some outside clothes action.
Dude, ever since you got into the podcast,
questionable.
Our audience thinks I'm disgusting, dirty, and farty.
So they're getting to know you.
I would like you to introduce me in a better light, please.
Like lie?
No, it's not a lie.
You're not dirty, but some things are just a little bit questionable. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
I don't mash boogers onto the wall. Okay.
Yeah, you do, dude.
I don't mash it onto the wall.
Okay, what do? You roll them up in your finger and you place it nicely on the nightstand, and then sometimes forget it.
I never forget it.
Yes, you do.
I never forget. This is really gross. What if people don't want to hear this?
Then you should stop doing it.
I don't do it. Well, what would you rather have me do? Like throw it, like flick it out? What people do?
No, I would just have you get up, go to the sink, and blow it out.
Yeah, but what if it's like 2 a.m.?
But like, if you blow, because I usually blow my nose out before I sleep.
Yeah.
Nice and clean, no blockage. Right?
Okay.
So then maybe some boogers will form, but never enough that I need to
enough
extract them.
In the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys, that we're talking about boogers and farts always on this podcast. But how did we even get here? Oh, yes. Organization. I'm organized.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm going to do when I get home. I just can't wait to organize and get to our big kitchen and cook.
Yes.
I am fully expecting you to be cooking lunch and dinner.
Yeah, I'll be cooking a lot more.
Yeah.
The only problem is
what?
Janice's mother, my wonderful mother-in-law.
Aww.
She has this habit. She's a hoarder.
She is.
She's a hoarder.
Did I get that at all? You think I have hoarder blood in me?
A little bit, you do.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit.
Interesting.
Like random stuff. Like you just don't like throwing things away.
Says the man who didn't want to throw away his first grade mathematician golden prize.
All right, guys. What do you guys think? Okay. I forget what it was called. Math Olympiad or something. But anyway, I did like math competitions from 4th to 6th grade, and our school was pretty good, so we won a bunch of medals.
You were a genius?
No,
Okay.
I was just good at math. It's like a lot of simple speed math, and then there's like geometry, and then there's some stupid like
geometry?
Physical application. Like we would have to build structures and stuff.
Wait, in elementary school?
Not like legit like that, but kind of. Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
So anyway, I had those medals at my parents' house. My childhood room. And Janice over here, because she's bad at math and it hurt her feelings, she made me throw all of it away.
It was like, how many medals were there? It was like 20 medals from first grade.
But it's like, that's like memorabilia. You look back and it's like, oh, that was fun. Those were good times, studying math and preparing for the competitions.
Yeah.
And she made me throw it all away. And at the time, I think it was pre-marriage. I was just like, oh, all right. Now looking back, I'm kind of sad about it.
Really? I mean, they were just like dollar, like cheap metal, prizes that schools just bought to give out to kids.
It's about the memories.
Yeah, you have the memory.
I don't.
You have the memory in your brain.
I never thought about it. Usually every time I go home, my parents' place, I would have like all my stuff is over there. Not
like
so much anymore,
yeah.
but you see all your pictures, my old little rock collection.
You with like rocks and shells
minerals, gems and
trash.
Minerals. And my medals.
Uh-huh.
And you just took that all and just trashed it.
I'm sorry. Well,
trashed all of it.
I think it would have been okay if we just kept like 1 or 2, but you wanted to keep all like 20, 25. And I was like, no, that's ridiculous. We're throwing it out. What are you going to do with it?
This is coming from the girl who wears her Robert Frost middle school tattered.
It's vintage.
Now it's, you could say it's vintage.
It's cool.
But it's lame.
At least that
You got old
Okay.
ass makeup from 7th grade. That's just there on your vanity thing.
Okay, David.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
You got fragrances that you haven't used in 10 plus years.
So I am a hoarder, you're saying?
Yeah. Well, no. Well, yes, you are, but also I'm just highlighting the fact that it's insane that you made me throw away these precious metals.
The thing with David is you say one thing to him, he'll come back with I give him one shot. So
See, the thing with Janice is
forfeit.
she never says sorry when she is supposed to, but then when she doesn't mean it, she'll say sorry very easily. You know?
My love language is words of affirmation.
Your love language is lies. Not love language, but you know, you're just it's weird. Yeah, you're very light with your words. Let's put it that way.
So you can't take me too seriously?
Never. I've never taken you seriously in my whole life.
Okay. Please go on with your story.
I don't even know what we were talking about.
You're
Just my
saying-
medals. How sad it was. That my
No,
medals
you were
were
saying my mom is a hoarder.
gone. Oh yeah. Your mom is a hoarder. So, you know, I love your kitchen space.
Very big.
The in-law kitchen space. It's big. You guys have 1, 2, 3, 4 fridges. And yet there is no space for me. Who cooks? You and I. We do 98% of the cooking, but yet we only get maybe 15% of the fridge space because Janice's mother comes to Korea often, and she's always like, oh, Korea is just different. So she'll come literally with a huge check-in bag full of
Anchovies.
all
고춧가루.
the time. Anchovies, 고춧가루, 들기름 usually, kim,
Wow.
and like, I don't know, 굴 or something sometimes.
Just lots of oils and powders.
Yeah, seafood and powders and stuff. And I'm just like, dude, if you cooked, this would be incredible. If you actually used it, then fine. But then all she does is shove it in the freezer, and then she's like, goes to play golf, and then she goes back to Korea.
And then buys more.
And then buys more when it's not even used. It just makes no sense.
So let me ask you this then. The 2025, you know, fresh start. Now we're a little bit more comfortable living with my parents, right? You've gotten closer to my mom. Will you bring it up yourself? Will you actually say,
No.
okay then?
Are you crazy? That's
Why?
your job.
I have told her, but she doesn't listen to me.
Well, you have to communicate better, you know? Amma, we cook 98% of the meals, but we have no fridge space because, well, I started being not passive aggressive, but I'm tracking now. Because remember, like a couple times I had to do a full fridge deep clean because it was getting so nasty. I would find things from like 2012, just nasty old rotten things. So there were a bunch of items that I wanted to throw out, but Janice said it's my mom's.
Yeah.
So we didn't, but I labeled them all with the date.
Yeah, like you put tape on it.
So I think we said I taped it over the lid too. So it's like if it hasn't been opened in a year since that time, then we could throw it away. And I think we're kind of coming close to that year mark.
I think that's fair. And I think, you know what though, like in the Korean household, I feel like it's pretty common for, you know, moms to have some old food in the fridge. I mean, your parents too. Your mom hoards a lot too. They have a ton of stuff in their fridge.
It's not as bad though.
Yeah, that's true. Switching gears here, we hung out with my baby cousin, who I haven't seen since he was 11 years old. Isn't that wild? 11 years old, and he's now 22. So 11 years later, he went to the army yesterday. Katusa, they call it. Katusa. And Katusa basically is a unit in the army where it's a little bit more comfortable because they're more of like an interpreter because he's good at English. And so it was a very crazy moment for me because I haven't seen him since he was like a little boy and I was in high school. And then he has an older sister who is also my cousin, Yeoni. She is 1 year younger than us. And she didn't get to come to dinner because she's...
in Bali partying it up. She's busy studying, she says, but she's just doing photo shoots and traveling the world.
So here's the thing. She all her life, she's only studied. Same with Junseok이, her little brother. And they both made it to Goryeo, which is one of the top 3 schools in Korea. That's all they knew. Studying. And now Younguni, my girl cousin, she is looking for a job. And I just realized like, like life in Korea, it's hard. It's tough because she worked so hard to get into top college and she's really smart. Yet it's a struggle out here to find a job. And I don't know like what the issue is, but we've been here for 3 months and this is just a rant session for me. She has not seen us. I have not seen her in the 3 months that we've been here. And I'll be honest, I'm a little upset. Because she's my cousin and I don't have lots of family. But she was like, I'm trying to get a job right now. I'm studying. 언니, like please understand. And we still have not set a date, and yet we're leaving to America like next week. David,
my hypothesis,
is
that she doesn't like you.
That's what he says, and that makes me upset.
Well, no, I think she likes you, but she keeps her distance a little bit.
Yeah.
You guys have heard the stories about Janice's grandparents. Her grandma specifically is very like, hands-on, little too much at times. Too much love, so she's all up in everyone's space. The moment she hears something about you, even if she doesn't, she's taking it, getting some saju, some shaman business done, and telling you, what to do, if it's right or not, blah, 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 blah. So when was the first time? It wasn't a doctor guy, right? It was before that?
No, that was
it was doctor guy. So we hung out with her cousin and her boyfriend at the time when we first started dating. So like 10 years ago. And she's very private because she doesn't want to deal with her parents or her grandparents being all up in her business.
Extremely
so
private.
Yeah, so she said, Onni, please don't say anything. Like, I really don't want to deal with it. And Jess like, trying to play it cool. Come on, do you know who I am? I have tight lips. Goes home, immediately tells grandma, oh my gosh, do you know what happened? I met Youngun's boyfriend. And then that came around to Youngun.
You think so?
Yeah.
We don't know so.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? So now it's funny because on Instagram, Eunice and Janice are both blocked. I don't know why Eunice got blocked. Probably just because of you.
She's private.
They're blocked on, or the stories are hidden from you guys.
Yeah.
But not me. So sometimes when I'll see her like with her boyfriend or something or posting a selfie, I'll go up to Janice and be like, hey, did you see this?
And clearly I didn't because she blocked me on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? What did I do for her to block me? I don't know. That's David's hypothesis, but I really don't think that's the case. Maybe she does think that I tend to talk a lot to my grandparents.
Because you do.
And that's why she blocks me. In either case, she still does like me because I called her and I was like, David's making fun of me, saying that you don't like me anymore. And she was like, 언니, like how can you say that? Like, we're family. How can like family like not like each other?
What is she gonna say though? Is she gonna be like, yeah, I don't really like you?
Well, she sounded genuine. And
no, I think she does like you.
Yeah.
She just
keeping her distance.
Yeah, from you.
And maybe there's some pressure, with like the job search. I don't know. But then I was talking to my 큰아빠 and 큰엄마, my aunt and uncle, the other day, and they were saying, when women look for jobs in Korea, companies won't take people who are married, like fresh 신입사원s, like fresh
new grads.
Not new grads, but just like fresh employees. They won't accept people who are married. Women who are married, because they're thinking about the future babies and family time that might interrupt their work. And so that's another reason why my cousin is not getting married too. And so, hearing that, I was like, dang, that's tough. She has a great boyfriend, but she can't get married because she has to get a job. But then she can't get a job because everything's so competitive, even though she has great specs. And so my heart like softened a little bit. I was like, okay, even though she blocked me on Instagram and even though she won't see me, fine. It's a lot of pressure in Korea. It's something that I will not be able to fully understand, but I can't give her another layer of stress. She blocked me on her stories, but I could see her posts.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I saw she posted, she went to Bali. The week before, she did like a photo shoot. She was really into like photo shoots. I don't know. Koreans are really into like kind of capturing their best moments, their best physical looks. But my cousin especially, she's super into the photo shoots. She went to that last week. And that's why I'm like, okay, what's going on? I'm pissed
She's been
again.
golfing a lot these days.
And golfing is really expensive in Korea too.
Yeah, I mean, her boyfriend's rich, so.
Anyways, I just wanted to talk about that because I was, first of all, just mind blown about the whole married women not being able to get jobs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is wild. Korea is so conservative
I don't
still.
think it's I think it's only for new grads.
Maybe.
Because
it's new
once you
grads.
have experience and stuff, that doesn't make sense. If you get married when you're middle of your career, have a lot of experience, and then you still can't find a job,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. We're going to be back in Korea very soon. But I think this will be a good time for us to go back home, reset. Even though America sucks right now, home is home. And then we'll be back. But for now, we have one more week here in Korea, which means we have one more week of Singles Inferno. So I wanted to talk about Singles Inferno because we started it last week and lots of thoughts. We turned it on, the first episode. I watched it with David and Jay. These two guys were so not into it. They're like, oh my gosh, this is so lame.
Yeah, it's same concept. Now the people are even more just full-blown clout chasers. Everyone's just trying to be famous. And then all the girls got way too much work done.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and it did seem a little repetitive, the first episode.
The concept is the same. You know, they do some little twists, but it's whatevers.
I appreciate the twists. But by the end of episode 4, we all were just sucked in.
I mean, I wouldn't say sucked in. It's more just yeah, all right, we could watch.
It was good. Yeah, it was good. It's
because now,
entertaining.
before I was kind of interested in, the actual love stories.
Oh, really?
Or just who'd be a good fit and stuff. But now that it's just full of clout chasers,
Yeah.
now I just want to see chaos.
Drama.
Now it becomes a true trash TV show.
Yeah, because in the end, even if they're together, they're not going to actually go out to the world dating.
I mean, even before it wasn't really like that, but now it's just shameless. It's full. They're there's B-roll of just straight boob shots. Not even showing the face.
Yeah.
Shameless, just zoom in right in the torso. And yeah. So, if I embrace it and I watch it as a trash TV show,
Right.
I could enjoy it.
Like that mind shift.
Yeah,
You're like, okay, I could deal with this.
Yeah, I could deal
All
with it.
right. Well, let's go down the list of the cast members because I feel like, each cast member brings something unique to the table.
Yeah.
Of the show.
Well, first of all, if anyone knows about beauty trends in Korea, please let us know. The teeth is kind of new, right?
Yeah, the veneers.
Yeah. I didn't see that in Korean celebrities for a long time. But now it's everywhere.
Yeah, they all have fake teeth.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful.
If it's done well, But maybe because it's still a new thing here. Holy moly. Some of these girls have some chompers on them.
Like something a little too unnatural for their face.
It looks way too big for their mouth.
Oh. Yeah. I guess it is kind of new. Everybody has it now. All the girls that come up on TV now, at least.
Well, before it used to be all the women had eyes.
Uh-huh.
And then it became eyes and nose. Now it's eyes, nose, teeth that everyone has.
And lips.
Lips, of course.
Fillers.
Yeah, some fillers. Some girls got the jaw done as well. It's just getting crazy. It's getting nasty.
Yeah, but okay, I will say this. Even if all the girls got some work done, I still think they look so pretty. In the end, they're beautiful.
I will say that the opening scene, not when they're walking out, but when they're first interviewing and saying all the cringe things, the lighting in there was so bad,
Harsh.
right? Everyone looked terrible.
Yeah. And you could see the makeup, color difference on their faces and stuff. But overall, as we start to watch, they look better.
Yes, they look better, but still extremely freaking plastic.
It's okay. For me, it doesn't bother me. I know some of them are plastic, but they're so, overall, the girl cast, beautiful. Everybody, so pretty. The male cast, I feel it's a little weak. Little bit weak.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know. No one really stood out to me. But we'll dive in. Okay, we'll dive in. So starting off with Ishian, a.k.a. I think
Janice thinks she's the prettiest.
the prettiest. Yeah. Her choices kind of surprised me because for someone to like who is the prettiest girl, I think in my opinion, I think her choices are very interesting. Like for being the most beautiful one,
Why?
because she goes with
Chongsu, I think.
Yeah,
the
Chongsu.
cafe guy.
He went to his first date with Chongsu, the cafe guy, and I thought he was okay. David thinks he's a good-looking guy.
Not good looking, but like he's not bad.
Yeah, I mean he looks like a man, I guess.
Like yeah, he's tall, he's manly, and he's successful.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what all the ladies want.
I get. Yeah, that's true. The second date she chose Teo over Taehwan.
Yeah, but that guy's weird.
So actually, when I watched my very first impression, my first pick was Taehwan.
In terms of just like the best looking.
Yeah,
I think so too.
he used to be a famous model.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, I feel like I've seen his face somewhere. He kind of had like a mysterious vibe, which I was like, oh, that could be kind of sexy. And I thought
Dude.
he'd be more popular.
Such a loser. Oh my gosh. What was that crap he said in the beginning? Oh my, can you pull that up?
He said, when I look into the mirror,
I get lost in my own eyes. In
and then
my own eyes.
And then he said, it's happened before where like someone's about to fight me and they see my face and then their anger subsides.
Really?
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, dude. It's so disgusting.
But then people were saying, like, that has to be something that the producers told him to say. There's no way he could have thought that on his own.
There was a video of all of them rewatching their cringe things.
Yeah.
And they were all cringing too. So I'm sure there's a little bit of that, but dude, I would never say that. I mean, maybe Korean people like that because for my backpacking brand, I'm working with a Korean agency to do some photography for me. And we're collabing on a reel too. And they were saying, they gave me like an outline of what they thought a good reel would be, right? So they wrote my lines out and everything.
And it's so not in David's style.
Like maybe it's Korean style, but it says, energetic opening, scene. David Jung starts with a vibrant, what's up everyone? Let's talk kimchi jjigae. Scene 2, David texting, hey studio, let's do this.
Wait, are you going to approve this script?
No, I'm saying hell no, I'm not doing this.
That's like definitely not your style.
And it says, team members high-fiving and exclaiming, perfect. Let's do it.
Perfect.
Maybe that's like the Korean style to be a little bit kind of,
energetic.
cringy.
Cringy.
Koreans do love it when guys or girls on the show say things very
bold.
Say bold things with confidence.
Yeah,
so,
right. But it also might be a Gen Z thing, like the panelists were saying. Hong Jin-young, the funny.
Oh yeah.
She was like,
maybe.
Is this a thing where Gen Zers are like really confident in themselves and
Yeah.
they say such cringy things? And then can we talk about?
Chef special.
Let's talk about Jung Yoo-jin, the
Who
one
is that?
really smiley, and she has a lot of aegyo.
Oh.
She started off strong for me. I thought she was really cute.
Well, I like that she didn't get too much stuff done.
Yeah.
But oh my goodness, her aegyo just drives me insane.
But I was dying at the part where when they are first getting chosen, and she like sends Taeo, who she goes on a date with, right?
Taeo.
Junso.
So
Yeah. And she like
Yukjun-seo.
smiles at him, and then that like instantly melts his heart. That's definitely a tactic. Don't you think that
Well,
works?
yeah. I mean, it's like if you're walking into a group of girls and one is smiley,
She's maybe a little insecure.
she's done for.
She has the wrong tactics.
What's her tactic? Act super cute.
And then
And-
try to get them to be jealous.
Yeah, try to get them to be jealous, knowing that your guy doesn't like to play games.
Yeah.
And then getting drunk and going on the swings
swing.
like a psycho.
Dude, that was so funny.
First of all, you like her. You don't mind the aegyo.
I don't mind the aegyo. I think it's cute. It's
There-
natural.
There are times when she's talking for like the interviews.
Yeah.
And she turns off her aegyo voice. And it's so much better.
I mean, overall, I like all of the girls so far. But I will say this: the underdog, Bae Ji-yeon, the one who
Yes.
was alone
She's the
on the
prettiest
island.
one.
You think she's the prettiest one?
Yeah.
Oh, after seeing 4 episodes.
Well, it's hard to say because like they're all pretty,
Mm-hmm.
but she's the most natural looking pretty,
I think so too.
which gets a plus.
But I feel like she's not the Korean man style.
Yeah.
Because she has her hair dyed, and then her outfit, her wardrobe choice is always very bold.
Oh yeah.
A little too
Nasty.
strong for men. Like I think Korean men.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because she comes off so strong because of her outfit and her like hair and stuff. But I actually think she's like very, very soft.
Yeah.
And she has a really good personality.
We haven't seen too much yet, but yeah, she seems nice.
Yeah, she seems like the nice type of girl.
Yeah.
And then moving on to the men, I guess.
Wait, what about the other girls?
Oh, you want to talk about the other girls? Okay, how about...
we gotta talk about chompers.
Okay. Her name is Kim Hae-jin.
That's the chomper girl?
Yeah. She's a model. She's 25 years old.
She's pretty when she keeps her mouth closed.
Oh.
Well, the funny thing is that she has these crazy chompers, right, that are too big for her mouth. But apparently, she's the sister of chompers from last season. I guess they went to the same dentist.
Actually, it's a rumor. They're not actually sisters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because her name is Kim Hae-jin, and then the girl from the previous season with the big teeth, her name is Lee Si-eun. Yeah, different last names.
Well, they might as well be sisters.
They look very similar.
The chompers. I mean, everybody looks similar, but holy, I don't know what it is.
When we first watched the episode, I was like, dude, I literally cannot tell them apart. They all look the same. It's because I feel like they all kind of get their faces done in a certain way, but you get to see like everyone has like kind of their own unique characteristic.
Yeah, I didn't really feel that.
Oh, that they look like?
Well, for sure they have, similarities, eyes and stuff, but everyone looks pretty different.
I thought Kim Hae-jin and Lee Si-eun looked really similar actually.
Oh.
Yeah, because they're both tall and skinny.
Who's next?
Kim Min-seol. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Kim Min-seol. Yes.
I thought she was the prettiest first.
Yeah, she kind of has like a natural rainbow eyes.
Yeah.
Very
she
cute.
Also has fake teeth.
They all do. Also, I was dying at the part where she was on a date with Junseol, and then he was talking about like what he does for work, and he said he's an artist, and then he's like, oh, I like drew on a something meter painting canvas.
Oh yeah.
And then she was trying to figure out how
7 meter.
Yeah, she was like, oh, 7 meters, is that like this big table? And then the cast panelists, they were like shocked because she didn't know how much a meter was.
And then Janice was like, oh yeah, I mean this looks about right. And me and Jay were just what? We paused the show immediately, and we were like, okay, we'll give you a pass because we're American.
Yeah, metric system's different.
Maybe you don't know meters. You don't know meters, let's go yards. How many feet in a yard? And Janice said, 6?
And then I eventually got to 3. I got it right.
She said 6, and then 12, and then 3. Crazy. It's like, I mean, at this point, this kind of stuff doesn't shock me, but it's still, wow.
So I felt really stupid, but okay, in the end, I did get it. You guys didn't give me any help. I said 3.
We did give you help by telling you that it was wrong. You got 3 guesses.
So then I was like, dude, I mean, I'm going to text Jane. I'm going to text Jane, my friend. Shout out to Jane. I love you. She's busy at home in Clovis taking care of her new baby. Jane is also, a childhood friend of mine. So we both grew up in the Valley. And anytime I like doubt myself or anytime I get some like a question wrong regarding anything, it could be about like distance or math or
yeah, basically any of these scenarios where I think that it's common knowledge. And she gets it wrong. At this point, Janice knows immediately because I slowly pull out my phone. I ask the question again, and I send the video to Alan.
Jane's husband.
Yeah, or we have a group chat because Alan invented Janeisms when Jane says crazy things like that. And so we always share.
Stupid moments.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say yes.
So then I texted Jane. I said, Jane, how many feet are in a yard? And then she said 12 too.
Yeah, she said 12.
Oh my God. So I was like, Jane, I'm just so thankful that we have each other.
Yeah. So, when would you learn that? Probably Robert Frost. Did she go to Frost?
She didn't. She went to a different middle school.
Okay, so that's even more dangerous. So the Valley education system.
Well, I don't think it's the Valley.
Work.
I really think it's just me and Jane because I was a little afraid to ask Sarah and Seong.
Did you?
I didn't because I want to like call them. Like I want to get them on the spot. I don't want to text them.
Oh,
so that
true.
They can think about it.
Dude, can we do that live on the show?
Let me call Sarah. Well, I don't want to make her feel stupid. Is she gonna pick up?
Hello?
Sarah.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Gupta.
How many feet are in a yard?
3.
Oh!
Is that wrong?
No, it's right.
Wow, congratulations, Sarah. Live from the Honey Jam podcast.
Live from the Honey
Did you
Jam
not know?
podcast. I said 12.
Janice. 12 inches in a feet.
I know. But then I said 6 and then I said, oh, no. I think my answer originally was 6 and then I said 3.
No. It was
I don't know.
6, 12,
That makes
3.
it better.
I said 6, 12, 3.
Sarah, your good friend Jane also said 12.
Please do not think of me as Jane or Janice.
Well, we're just checking because I was questioning the Valley
I'm very
education
offended.
system.
Yeah, we're checking the Valley's measurement system.
All right, bye.
Bye. I mean, this one is gonna be
Oh
pretty
my
obvious.
goodness. Who?
My sister.
I think she'll get it.
You think so?
I have
wow.
hope. I have faith.
Okay, let's see.
Hello?
You are tuning in live from Honey Jam Podcast.
Yo, what's up?
Here's a question for you. Don't think.
Yes.
Just say. How many feet are in a yard?
Feet?
In a yard.
6.
Oh,
All right, bye.
that's my sister. That is my sister-in-law.
Okay, so Kim Tae-hwan, we talked about him, the model, very awkward, good-looking, handsome guy. Really looking forward to his love line though with Bae Ji-yeon, because it seemed like he wasn't very interested in other girls except her.
Yeah. But he's like, no personality.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
There was some personality there in the game. Pushing the girls away.
Oh, when he was humping them? He was just
That was so
going
funny.
for it.
Oh, it was so funny. I was dying. A little awkward. But I feel like he needs to really step up his game. I feel like he could have Riz, but he's a little shy. He's a little cold. The next person who is really making the show for everybody. Fan favorite. Chang Tae-oh.
Mm-hmm.
He is very controversial. At first, when I saw him, I was like, ew, gross. He looks like one of those dudes that just like lives in the clubs, like hits on all the girls. He got a really bad nose job. His eyes are cross-eyed. I didn't think he was cute at all.
Damn.
I know, a little savage.
He
But
looks like he's from Whoville.
a little bit of a Whovillian blood in him. And I just thought he wasn't attractive. And he was such a goofball. And I was like, oh, he's not going to be able to go on any dates.
Jeez.
But, by the end of episode 4, I'm like, okay, actually, this guy has Riz in the plane when the scene where he is asking for the headphones, but the girl, she holds his hand because she thinks he's asking for her hand. Yeah. And then he just starts cracking up and she realizes, oh my gosh, you don't want to hold my hand. He's like, no, just give me your hand. And then she holds his hand. That was pretty smooth.
He's the best.
The episode that got me was when he was being serious.
Yeah, I don't like that.
What? Why? It showed. I felt like it was genuine. So
Because, I said, it's all clout chasers, so I just want chaos. And I liked his just insane things he was saying before. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll keep it up a little bit.
Yeah, and surprisingly, he's so popular now.
Yeah.
With all the ladies, and poor Tae-hwan, the model, he has nobody. So.
And that guy, Chung-soo, he's next. Fumbled the bag.
Ooh, he had a strong start, but I think he's being too calculative. Like the reason women like Tae-oh is because it seems like Tae-oh is committed to one girl, Shiun, right? But Chung-soo, he's like kind of seeing like which one is the best or like which one likes him the most. He wants a little bit of taste of everything.
It's the Kwan-hee playbook, except he doesn't have as much charisma.
Exactly. Yes. I'm like, okay, you're not cute enough to do that.
Kwan-hee is kind of like both of those two guys combined.
Who? Tae-oh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kwan-hee, that was a fun season because of Kwan-hee.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you need one of these characters.
For sure.
So this guy, Tae-oh, he's the best.
Oh, Yuk Jun-seo. I actually think Yuk Jun-seo is my favorite. Yeah, because he's at first I thought he was like Japanese. He doesn't look Korean.
Yeah.
He looks like a animation character.
Yeah, I can see that.
I like him because he looks manly, but he is kind of like goofy, a little 엉뚱해. And he doesn't like games. At the end of episode 4, that's where they threw a wrench into the show, introduced the 3 Meggies.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The 3 men. And I think of the 3, I like the very first one, the one with the dimple. Whoever makes it, I feel like all 3 of them are very attractive enough to shake up the game. In fact, I feel like they're all better looking than the ones in the cast.
Than all of them?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think so. I guess that's our review so far. Jess is catching up on the episodes as we speak. So I'm sure we'll have a lot to say.
When are we getting Jess back on?
We're going to get Jess back on when we're back in America.
Oh.
I think. I don't know.
That's like 3 or 4 episodes.
It's a little tough. The timing wise, it's tough to match.
Yeah.
So Jess will be on very soon. And yeah, David, I feel like this might be actually one of the few last episodes where we'll have you on like this.
What do you mean?
As a co-host.
Why?
Because when we go back
am
to
I
America.
getting fired? Fired live?
You're not getting fired, but just me and you, I'm saying.
Why?
You and me episodes?
Yeah, why?
Okay, more to come in the future, I guess.
I just got fired, folks.
No, not fire. I'm just saying Jess will be on, and then in those episodes, you're probably not going to come on, right?
Yeah, maybe. We could come on. We could do a little co-host battling.
Okay. So you've been enjoying this Honey Jam co-hosting?
It's cool. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Well, I will say for show reviews, Jess should be on. Because I don't really get excited about that stuff like you guys do,
Yeah.
I'm just, it's all right.
Okay.
All right, guys. If you made it this far, thank you for listening. Please follow on Instagram at HoneyJamPod. Leave a 5-star review on all podcast platforms, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.